Call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation following. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our elected officials. Grant them the wisdom to know and the courage to do what is right for all citizens. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Roll call, please.
Green.
Here.
LaFleur.
Here.
Mistrovich.
Here.
Ricks.
Here.
Roberts.
Here.
Schultz.
Here.
Yar.
Here.
Good to see everybody here tonight. Move on to approval of minutes for the city council meeting of April 20th. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Support.
It's been made and supported. Is there any discussion on those minutes? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Move on to audience comments on any non-agenda items. And we'll move on. Adoption of agenda, Mr. City Manager, any changes?
No changes.
City Council, any changes?
Nope.
Motion to accept the agenda as presented would be in order.
So moved.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. There's no discussion on the motion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to items for consideration, which we have two this evening. The first one being consideration of bid award, water and sewer materials supply. Mr. City Manager.
The city purchases water and sewer system materials on an as-needed basis for the system maintenance and repairs. A small inventory is kept on hand for emergencies, and the inventory is replaced as items are used. Prices are requested annually in the form of a bid proposal for commonly used materials. This allows the city to lock in prices for a one-year period. We did send this out to several suppliers and got 4 bids back. The water service materials, the low bid was Aetna, and the sewer lead materials and water main materials, the low bid was HD Supply Company. And Public Service Director Jim Getzinger is here if you have any further questions.
Okay. Any questions before we get going here with, for our DPW Director?
No.
Okay. You can sit down, Jim. See, pretty easy tonight, huh? Okay, our first thing is motion for the water service materials. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to award the water service materials supplied to Aetna Supply Company at unit prices as submitted for the time period May 1st, 2015 to April 30th, 2016, with the expenses charged to the appropriate line item, systems, materials, system expense, water fund.
Second.
What's been made and seconded? Is there any discussion? Any audience participation on this? Back to the table? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We also need a motion to purchase the water main materials.
I'll make a motion to award the water main materials supply to H&D Supply Company at the unit prices as submitted for the time period May 1st, 2015 to April 30th, 2016, with the expenses charged to appropriate line items, system materials, system expense, water fund.
Support.
It's been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Need not? Any audience participation on this item? Back to the table. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We also need to award the sewer lead material supplies. Is there a motion?
I move to award the sewer lead material supply to HD Supply Company at the unit price as submitted for the time period May 1st, 2015 to April 30th, 2016, with expense charged to the appropriate line item, system material, system expense, sanitary sewer fund.
Support.
What's been made and supported? Any discussion on this? We're all low bidders. Charter is very clear on that. Any audience participation? Back to the table. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Against? Motion does pass. We move on to item number 2, consideration of amendment to the T-Mobile Utility easement. Mr. City Manager.
Council is scheduled to consider approving an amendment to the T-Mobile Omnipoint Communications lease at the county radio tower, which is next to the DPW meter building. T-Mobile currently leases roughly 400 square feet of ground space under the radio tower in the DPW yard, along with an 8-foot wide access easement. The original access easement comes in on the driveway on BB, comes down all the way in front of the building and then into the tower. The amendment would allow them to have an access easement directly from BB Street. In the second page of this, I did kind of color in the 2 easements. The blue would be the new easement. The pink is the original easement. You can kind of see from that why they're trying to go for this new easement. It would be a one-time payment of $1,500. Our monthly payment would stay the same, which is currently $532 a month. That is scheduled to go to $585 in 2018. Again, Jim is here if you have further questions.
Okay. Do we have a motion before discussion?
Making a motion to authorize amendment of the T-Mobile Utility easement.
Support.
It's been made and supported. Discussion?
This doesn't cause any problems, I'm sure.
No, half of the easement, I mean, with my poor coloring job, it looks like they're running parallel there in the second half, but really that's the same easement there. So it's just from kind of where that pink ends out to the street. We don't anticipate any problems. Jim, if you
Yeah.
want to address that.
We don't have any future plans for that space. It's open ground for storage, so we have no concern.
Yeah, so no work we have to do to fix anything.
No,
Are they abandoning the original?
no, they're currently not. They're maintaining that.
They're going to continue.
They have wires there already, and they are still using those. This will be a new wire, but rather than have to run it all the way around through, they would prefer a direct access.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Any other questions? Any audience participation? Thank you, Jim. Back to the table. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Against? Motion does pass. We move on to city manager's comments, sir.
There have been some signs that people have noticed on M19. That is some MDOT work. They're doing crack filling, I believe, from 31 up to roughly Memphis. So they may be in town a couple days doing crack filling on M19. Dow Street paving project's going well. They cut in the shoulders today. If weather cooperates with us, they'll pulverize the road tomorrow and pave on Thursday. So pretty wrapping that up in a timely manner. DPW is flushing hydrants this week. That was sent out on the website, and notices were put in the paper. And then when I sent out the budget packet for Thursday's meeting, I didn't have the capital outlay plan, so if you can take one and pass them down, that is for Thursday's meeting.
Okay. Moving on to council comments. Michael?
So this is everything we need for Thursday?
That in the packet that you got on Friday.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, great, thank you. Just want to, talking about the budget here, just thank the administration for doing a great job of being prepared and making the 2 budget meetings that we've had so far run smoothly, and all the questions have been answered, and we've asked some additional questions, and they're going back and finding it, so thanks for the administration for doing a great job on budget preparation.
Very good. You're here. Jeffrey?
I concur. Staff's doing a great job, going through, keeping this a smooth process. And definitely, welcoming Dean to his first budget. He's doing a good job getting right in there and asking questions.
Yes.
I concur with that, and I just wanted to thank our senator and representative. We got invited over with the Richmond wrestling team for the state championship recognition. They got recognized by the Senate, Senator Pavlo, recognized the kids in the Senate, and Gorky recognized them in the House, and they did a great job, gave us a tour of the Capitol, and the kids seemed to enjoy themselves for the day. They had a good time. So.
Another good representation of our community
Yes.
at the state level. Yeah.
So
Very good.
It was very very informative. So for the kids. So,
Great. Hopefully they're back there next year again.
hopefully.
Dean?
I too would like to thank administration for putting that budget together. It's a lot easier than what I was made to believe it was gonna be. Also, I'd like to thank Jim for his time out there on Dow Street. Doing a wonderful job. I've been working across the street all week, so that's all. Thanks.
Very good. Jamie?
And I concur as well with the budget. Meetings are going surprisingly better than I expected.
Very good. Jim?
Yeah, I got one problem, 32 in Main, the therapy place, that building. If you look up that big sign,
Uh-huh. On the front of the building?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna blow off.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's it's hanging not real nice, and if
Okay.
somebody cuts through there and you get a gust of wind, I'm afraid they might get thumped.
Okay.
So if we could get a hold of them people and tell them to
Yep.
fix that eyesore, that would be great. And then I see, because I missed last council meeting, that you put me on the committee again.
You know better. You should come sick.
I was wondering if John could put in the things for our next meeting.
Sure.
Our next council meeting.
Yep.
And I need 2 of them, please, one for a score sheet.
Yep.
Because if we do that, then when we go through it, all the pages are the same, because if you get one that's printed off someplace else, then you're always forever flipping, and this makes it real easy.
Mhm.
Other than that,
Well, that's why we put you on the committee.
That's why you chose them, right?
well, thanks. And very glad to see that it finally warmed up.
Yes, it is nice, beautiful. out
It
there.
are.
That's why we're having a short meeting tonight.
Yep.
See, we have the Recreation Board will be meeting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, right here at City Hall. I'm sorry, no, that is now in the
Library.
Library, in the library meeting room on May 5th. The Recreation Board will meet at 7. City Council has a budget workshop this coming Thursday at 5:30. National Day of Prayer will be held out in front of City Hall here at 12:20 to 12:40.
12:40. Yep.
And then there will be a light luncheon afterwards?
Yes.
Is that being sponsored by
But the Rotary.
the Rotary Club? Very good, very good. So that'll all be happening on the 7th, Thursday the 7th. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on the 10th. The 11th, a week from tonight, will be another budget workshop for the City Council, starting at 5:30 right here at City Hall. Library Board will be meeting at 7 o'clock on the 11th at the library. Cable Commission will be meeting on the 12th at 7 o'clock right here at City Hall. The 14th, the Planning Commission will be meeting at 7 o'clock. And also, that is National Police Week. That would be the 11th through the 17th. And we appreciate our officers. We have 2 with us tonight again. They're always here to help us out, and we hope everybody remembers what a great police department that we have here in Richmond. And 2 weeks from tonight will be our next regular scheduled City Council meeting on the 18th. Is there anything else that we need to add to the calendar tonight?
It's too late, but we got election tomorrow.
Yeah, election tomorrow.
Just one item, I would encourage everyone, I know it's sometimes hard to find our programming on Channel 12, but watch it on Channel 12. Also, you can find it on our YouTube channel, Richmond TV 12. If you Google that, it'll pop up. He's been doing some nice work on several programming. I just saw the first softball game that he taped, and he did a great job on that. So if you get a second, take a look at his programming.
Very good. You sounded pretty excited about doing box scores and everything.
Yeah.
Very exciting, very exciting. More to come, hopefully, in the future with
Yes.
our, hopefully, future channel, whatever it's going to be,
6,
but
yep.
coming right out of the city of Richmond. Okay. Is there any other business of the city council this evening? Being none, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion passes. Thank you for being with us.